Okay, so let's unpack this. In this world where sneakers, they're basically currency and hype is real power. There's this story that just it really makes you pause. We're talking about the Trophy Room, Marcus Jordan's place down in Orlando.
Right, the sneaker boutique.
Exactly. And for collectors, it's way more than just a store. It's like a pilgrimage site.
Definitely. Curated by Michael Jordan's son himself.
And the whole place, it's designed to feel like the old Chicago Bulls locker room.
Yeah, it's got that whole vibe. A real statement.
A real statement piece captures the essence of sneaker culture, history,
Hmm.
laced in gold. But then on this quiet Thursday morning in Orlando, just past 4 a.m.,
Yeah, middle of the night, basically.
this sanctuary, it gets hit. A group of masked thieves just storm in
And they got away with a lot. Sources are saying hundreds of thousands of dollars worth.
of exclusive, unreleased, super rare sneakers.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, is the kind of stuff they took. We're not talking your everyday Jordans you can just, find anywhere.
No.
Our sources are pretty specific. These were collaborations, like unique designs with artists or brands.
Okay.
Player exclusives too, PEs, the one-of-one shoes made just for athletes.
Stuff you literally can't buy.
Exactly. And dead stock editions. So pristine, unworn pairs from super limited runs, each one of those categories, it just pushes the limits of exclusivity and value.
And making them prime targets.
Absolutely. So this wasn't just a simple theft. It felt like a violation, a cultural landmark hit.
That's a really crucial point, and it sets up what we want to do today, our mission for this deep dive. We're going to explore the details, the really audacious details of this crime, and the mystique around it all, and, well, what it tells us about where crime, culture, and clout, they just collide.
Yeah.
So let's start with those audacious details. What did the sources show about how they pulled this off?
Well, the surveillance footage, the reports say it's pretty revealing. The crew moved fast, really fast, and with precision.
How fast are we talking?
In and out of the trophy room in under 30 minutes.
Wow.
And what really stands out is they clearly knew the layout. And maybe more importantly, they knew exactly what they were after.
So targeted.
Highly targeted. They apparently bypassed the less valuable stuff, went straight for the high-ticket items. The limited stock, those unique collaborations, the PEs we mentioned.
Right.
This wasn't some random smash and grab. It suggests, they did their homework, reconnaissance maybe. They understood the sneaker market, what the really coveted assets were.
Which makes it even more astonishing, really, considering that sophistication and the value. That nobody's been caught or publicly identified anyway.
Right. It's quite something.
And then you have Marcus Jordan himself. Mostly public silence on the whole thing.
Yeah, he hasn't said much.
So what does that silence and the fact they haven't caught anyone, what does that add to the mystique? Both
Yeah.
for the trophy room and, like, the whole high-stakes sneaker game.
Oh, it definitely adds layers to the mystique, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Marcus Jordan keeping quiet,
Oh.
that's just fueled all sorts of speculation in the community.
Like what?
Well, you see it on social media, so people throwing around theories like maybe it was an inside job.
Interesting.
And this whole event, it just throws a spotlight on how these rare items are viewed. They're not just collectibles anymore. They're serious assets.
Yeah.
There's a huge resale market.
Mhm.
Some pairs can go for 6 figures easily.
Insane value.
Totally. So the theft, it really shows how that cultural value and the financial worth, they can blur. And unfortunately, that can turn into illicit gain. It makes these unique items targets for, well, sophisticated criminals. It really makes you question those lines between art, asset, maybe illicit gain in this whole scene.
And the online community definitely had thoughts. You mentioned the inside job theories.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there were other reactions too, right? People joking like, even the robbers have good taste.
Exactly. And those reactions, they kind of capture the paradox of this market. On one side, there's almost this grudging admiration for the audacity, maybe the thieves' knowledge of what's good.
Like they knew what to steal.
Right. But on the other side, there's this deep understanding of just how valuable and scarce these things are. It kind of reinforces that idea that knowledge is key, right? Understanding value, applying that knowledge, not just for collectors, but clearly for people looking to exploit the market too. And those online chats show how fast rumors fly in a passionate community like sneakerheads. For a lot of them, these shoes are cultural touchstones, not just things to buy and sell.
So bringing it all together, what does this mean for the trophy room's aura, its mystique, and for that whole world of high-stakes sneakers? We've got this swift, precise hit by a crew that seemed to know their stuff.
Very knowledgeable.
But no arrests. Marcus Jordan staying quiet. It leaves this big question hanging, doesn't it? Who did this?
Yeah.
And how do these incredibly rare, probably traceable items, where do they even surface?
Yeah. It raises a huge question for anyone in this world, collector or reseller. If you see a pair that seems too good to be true or pops up under weird circumstances, well, there's a chance they might be stolen.
A sobering thought.
Definitely. The trophy room heist is a pretty stark reminder. In this high-stakes game, even the most respected places, these sanctuaries, they're not immune. People are always looking to exploit passion for profit.
And what's really striking here as we wrap up, thinking about this world of high-stakes hype, it's almost like the crime itself had a certain style, an
That
audacity.
is that element. Yeah.
Maybe it even makes us pause and think about the value we put on exclusivity, on scarcity in our culture today. Even crime, it seems, has style.